I'm Ramsey, the loud one.
I'm Jesse, the short one.
Put us both into one, we are.
Lots of noise, always too fast, lots of laughs. Here's our podcast, the loud and short of it.
Hi, and welcome to the new improved loud and short of it. I'm Ramsey, the loud one.
And I'm Jesse, the short one. And this week, we got quite the special for you.
1 year, baby.
1 year. This is our 53rd episode. We've gotten
yeah.
almost every single week with no breaks except where needed.
Yep.
And we are ready for this next year.
Thinking about where we started in my parents' exercise room, formerly my bedroom.
And now we have a real set.
Yeah,
We went and spent a bunch of money and made Audio Bitch happy with these brand new mics. There's a bunch of hidden stuff. We got so many cool toys now.
Yeah, and we have
Just
a
the
gradient.
best. All because you helped pay for it with all of your kind donations.
Yeah. Thank you for subscribing to our OnlyFans.
Okay.
Justice League Part 2.
Yeah, so for those that have been here since the beginning, you guys are heroes. And you had to listen to the first 4 episodes, which are trash. Do not go back and listen to them. And we're going to make another one. We're not learning from our
Because
mistakes.
this is our podcast.
Not yours. So this time, instead of doing 4 hours of Justice League content,
30 minutes each.
30 minutes each. 30 minutes each.
Keep
Much
it tight.
quicker. Only one episode that you're going to have to survive through this. Couple other housekeeping things before I get into mine. Am I good to go first?
Yeah.
We will now be videotaping and YouTubing every single episode from this moment on.
Yep,
that we can.
unless there is a massive holdback, which there won't be.
Yeah, like
everyone's gonna be on
meteors
YouTube.
or all
Yeah.
kinds of terrible stuff. Okay. You ready to get into it?
Yep, you're going first, keeping in with tradition, and yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Okay, and that same tradition, if you've watched any episode of the podcast, Ramsey likes to do no work whatsoever and then come in and shit out his terrible ideas out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
And I like to put extensive work into writing entire scripts and preparing for every episode and then still just being dog shit.
I actually did no work at all, and I'll get into that later. Why don't you just get into your Justice League pitch?
Instead of making one movie, I made 4. So
Jesus
my
fucking
phase
Christ.
1, you met all the characters. It was Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Batman, The Flash,
Jesus fuck, Green Lantern, dude.
and Green Lantern. I forget him a lot. He'll be important later. No Superman, because as we all know, Superman sucks. He's the worst character ever. Anybody that likes him is a bootlicker like Ramsey.
Jesse hates the beacon of hope.
I hate.
He likes crazy dudes who keep prisons in their basements.
Yes. So at the end of mine, Batman. Go watch it. It doesn't matter. You got enough. Okay, let's get into it. This is called Green Lantern Justice Abroad.
Okay.
Yes. Green Lantern, played by Zac Efron.
Okay.
The casting is staying consistent. I assume the contract continued.
How much is Zach getting paid for this? Is he taking like the SAG-AFTRA minimum, or is he getting like a big ass contract?
He actually quit the union and is doing this pro bono because he thought my script was so good. Sign me, DC.
This is the last movie Zac Efron will make.
Okay, so he's in space with a bunch of weird colored aliens, Green Lantern, and they're all like, you did a good job slowing that impending doom on Earth, but it's not enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, you just
I'm gonna
he
keep
slowed
going.
it down. He slowed it down. It's foreboding. It's very, you're like, oh no, what, that wasn't the big thing? It's crazy. And they're like, but you can't just team up with these silly earthling humanoids anymore. You need to go off and get a stronger team because you got bigger fish to fry. And he's like, oh my God, that's crazy. But I'm kind of new to this whole thing, so I'll listen to these guys. So they give him a bunch of green rings. And they're like, you gotta go rebuild the Green Order. The Order of the Green Rings.
The Green Lantern Corps?
Yeah, the Green Lantern Corps. That's it.
No, this is your movie. It's the Green Order this time.
Okay, yeah.
It's now the Green Order. Fuck it.
So fuck you, nerds. So they hand him a little list, and he's like, it's got a bunch of names on it and all these crazy alien fonts, and he's like, oh my God, these are the names of the people I have to recruit. Stupid idiot. That's the name of planets he's got to go to and find the most deserving person on that planet to join the Green Lantern based on their willpower. Because Green Lantern likes willpower.
How long can you last?
I saw it on Wikipedia. It's just willpower. That's his whole thing.
Willpower.
He's a very one-dimensional character.
So he's just going around and pyramid scheming everyone?
Exactly.
He's like, if you buy one ring, I'll give you 10, and then you can sell those for a profit.
Yeah, he's just got to build this lighthearted team of different species, this ragtag group. It's just the best. Anyways, he goes across the worlds. This is kind of just setting up for the big fight. He goes to one world and he finds a little intelligent possum that can talk.
Oh, God.
And the possum is a friend who's an overgrown sunflower that can only say petals
there it
over
is.
and over again. And then he's got a big, strong, dumb guy friend. And then he's got a super hot blue girl friend named Vanessa Hudgens, or played by Vanessa Hudgens. Not named by
it's Vanessa Hudgens.
It is just she got off Earth after High School Musical. She's not irrelevant. She's on a different planet.
Okay. Well, who's the big fucking goon played by?
The big goon's The Rock.
Okay.
And the raccoon is it's computer animated. It's not a real raccoon.
It's a raccoon.
I mean the possum. Not a raccoon.
And what about the sunflower man?
The sunflower man, that's a real sunflower.
Okay.
They grew the biggest sunflower and made it smart.
Can Vin Diesel do the voice?
No.
Okay.
He's not allowed.
Okay. Makes sense.
Anyways, this is a real lighthearted movie. They go off, they have some adventures, and then they're like, oh no, this is really bad. This group called the Controllers, which are basically cops. They go, these cops are going around being dicks, and these guys are like, fuck them. And the Green Order fucks the cops up and is like, stop being fucking piggies. And then they fuck off and they win. And it's just the happiest. But then at the end, you're like, oh my God. Because the cops, they were like powerful cops, like super alien cops.
What fuck? What do you mean the fucking cops?
They're called the Controllers.
Okay.
You can look up DC villains, which is what I did. Yeah. And they're space cops. And then they got too powerful. And they started just arresting people before they committed crimes.
Oh, so like the fucking anti-Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So these Green Lanterns, the Order of the Green Lanterns, except they're not all lanterns, they're just rings. They go and they beat the cops up.
The Order of the Green Rings. I got... All right, keep going.
That's pretty much it. But like at the end, you realize Green Lantern, he's off doing different stuff. He's not going to be back on Earth for a while.
Why is this movie called Justice Abroad and not Green Lantern, Bigger Fish to Fry?
Yeah, I want to say it's because abroad's a better word.
Okay.
But it's because I didn't come up with bigger fish to fry, because that's genius. I would call it bigger justice to fry, though. Bigger justice.
Green Lantern, big justice.
To fry.
To fry.
All right. You got any more questions?
That's Green Lantern, bro. I'm
really,
good on it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what my Green Lantern's up to.
Okay.
He's off doing that. Then we get into the movie that Ramsey's gonna love the most.
I took a little sneak peek. I cannot wait.
You're a piece of shit. Don't look at my script ahead of time. Okay. This one is called Shazam v Superman.
Yeah!
Oh my God, fuck! Superman's in my movies now. He was left out for so long.
I simply cannot wait to see what's gonna happen.
People are gonna be amazed. So I know everyone here knows about Batman v Superman.
Mm-hmm. Best movie of all time.
This is basically an exact copy of that. Well, that's the best movie of all time, other than the mixture of Departed and WALL-E. The Departy. The Departy is the best movie ever. It's about a tiny robot that says bad words and lives in Boston.
It says fuck. He's a cop.
Yes. Anyways, back to Batman v Superman, the second best movie of all time, other than Departy.
Okay.
Or not Batman v Superman, Shazam v Superman. Okay. This is just like Batman v Superman, except if the characters were evenly matched instead of a stupid, shitty movie that makes no sense and just ends horribly. So let's get into it.
Hot takes. Batman v Superman's a bad movie.
Shazam.
Okay.
Played by Timothée Chalamet.
Wait, is he like teen Timothée Chalamet, or is whenever he's like big?
When he's the kid, he's Timothée Chalamet.
Okay.
When he's Shazam, the big guy. Mm-hmm. Don't care. Doesn't matter. No one cares.
Can I play him?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, I like this movie.
Just picture Timothée Chalamet. He yells Shazam. Now he's Ramsey. Just the scariest superhero you've ever seen. Anyways, and then it's Superman, played by none other than Cole Sprouse.
What, fucking Riverdale?
Yes.
What, do they also live in are they fighting in a fucking hotel?
I was specifically thinking Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm just right on that Zoomer millennial line.
Whenever the fucking Shazam and Superman settle their differences and they're like, say more, they turn around and beat the shit out of Mr. Mosby.
Okay, let's get into it. They're both unknown at this point. No one, because you haven't seen them in any of the movies.
Yes, naturally.
They're both about 17 years old, living in Kansas, just like nowhere Kansas, because as we both know, there's no cities in Kansas.
No.
It's just nowhere. The whole thing.
Smallville. It's the
That's
only city.
where Courage the Cowardly Dog is filmed. Is all of Kansas.
Just say they're from Smallville.
They're from Smallville. Sure,
Okay,
whatever that
perfect.
means. So they're both 17 years old, played by mid-20s to early 30s.
I was about to say, why don't we just fucking go back to high school right now?
Anyways, Superman's always had his powers, but he doesn't use them because his adoptive parents are like, don't use your powers. That's bad. You know, because he could cause problems or get himself hurt, all that kind of stuff. But Shazam, he just got his powers, and he's a little delinquent kid. He's using his powers to steal gumballs and graffiti stuff and pull pranks, all kinds of... He's the cool character.
Yeah.
When you watch him, you're like, I like him, and when you look at Superman, you're like, nerd bitch.
I don't know if I'm gonna root for fucking Timothy Chalamet trying to find shit to vandalize in Smallville.
I like it.
He's spray painting cornfields.
Well, he's going over to the other town, the other high school, and he's fucking that high school
he's
up.
taking the anarchy on the road.
Yeah, he's cool.
Fuck
Anyways, he's over. This is pissing Superman off because he's got
Naturally.
X-ray vision, all the other stuff. He knows it's him. He knows he has the power. He's like figured all this out. So one day they're playing football against each other. It really is just Riverdale playing football against each other. And Superman tackles Shazam while he's in kid form. He's got no powers right now, but he's using his real powers. He fucking decks him. Like everybody's very worried about it. He just goes flying. He's beat up.
Just folds his ass.
Yes, he shouldn't have done it. And they're like, oh, I hate you, because he knows he's Superman now. So he keeps showing up as a grown man, beating up Superman and getting in fights. They're just tussling the whole time. But then one time while they're tussling, like they know that each other's powers, they're not revealing it. They're just beating the shit out of each other for no reason. They're like, oh, your parents are dead? Both of their parents are dead. So now they have to stop fighting.
That's true. They are both orphans.
And it just ends horribly like that because both of their parents are dead.
That's it? They just...
Yeah. Have you ever seen...
the fucking movie ends like that?
Have you ever seen the award-winning movie Batman v Superman?
No,
just
I've
like
never.
That. It just ends uselessly because one of them says their mom's name.
The fight ends or the movie?
No, the movie's not over. The movie's not over. They just stop fighting.
Fuck yeah. They're 17, of course. It's a stupid thing to end a fight over.
And then just like Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman shows up.
Perfect.
But this time with Cyborg.
Perfect.
And they're kind of like parents. They got a little love thing going on, but like not it's playful, you know.
Yeah, okay.
It's fun. So it's some ScarJo with every character of the Marvel universe kind of thing. And then they both recruit them. They're like, hey, you two are kind of just delinquent idiots that keep punching each other, but it seems like you got your stuff together, and we know you have powers because you can't hide anything because you're 17.
God,
would you like to join the Justice League?
What an easy fucking sell.
I know.
Just walking up to two dipshits who just beat the shit out of each other, obviously fucking concussed, and they're just like, do you want to join the Justice League? A fucking homeless man knocks on our door and says, do you want to join the Justice League? You're going to have to stop me from leaving.
I will follow him anywhere. So that's my next movie.
Okay.
So we got two new characters after we lost Green Lantern.
Okay.
It's getting exciting. It's called World Building. You should look it up.
So wait, Shazam and Superman just go with Wonder Woman and Cyborg?
They're not like, you wouldn't assume that they're going to live there. It's kind of like a Peter Parker Iron Man situation.
Oh,
like they're
okay.
gonna keep going to school, but like if something goes wrong, they got Wonder Woman and Cyborg's contacts.
All right, good enough.
They're ready to go at the drop of a hat,
Good
and they
enough
can
for me.
fly. So like they're not too worried about like time zones and whatnot. If you know the character, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know about superheroes?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm just glad that Tim Chalamet is flying from Smallville to Metropolis to graffiti shit.
Yes. Okay, let's get into the next movie. We got
right.
two more.
Fuck yeah.
This one's called Batman Next Justice. A genius name because the original Batman, the first one from a year ago, it was called Final Justice.
Yes.
And now this is Next Justice. It's like it was playing on itself. It
Yeah.
wasn't Final Justice. See what I did
JK.
there?
It was like
See
a
what-
little prank.
Yeah, it was a prank on the
Is
audience.
the trailer going to say, psych, there's another one?
No.
No, they're just not gonna talk about it.
No, not at all. That's a stupid thing.
Their
Why would you
marketing
say that?
sucks.
No, actually, that's the only good thing about this.
It's highly
Because the day that these come out, each one of these, just like last year, they come out in theaters the day they take place. It's just the coolest thing ever.
I love it.
It's so.
I don't. I hate it, but I like
yeah.
that you can't shut off your fucking ad major brain for 2 seconds.
No kidding. Okay, let's get into it. Batman Next Justice. Opening scene. It's a flashback to the first Justice League that I wrote.
Yeah.
Justice League 2022. Comes out in 2022. Just the best. They're showing mayhem all throughout DC because the president was trying to get he wasn't trying. They were trying to kill the president. A whole bunch of stuff was going to happen. Batman sees all these people running around in a crowd, but he sees one that's just helping people, and that is Mina Massoud,
Who the fuck is Mina
the
Massoud?
dude that played Aladdin.
Oh shit, the actors in the
Because
movie.
if I'm going to make a Justice League, they're going to fight for racial justice as well. We're going to have an Arab superhero.
He just wants fucking brownie points with me. Don't listen to him. I'm so excited.
Got a Hispanic Flash
Hell yeah.
and an Arab superhero that you don't know who he's going to be yet.
Okay.
We're going to fast forward. We show a quick montage explaining that Bruce is no longer in jail. Blah, 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 blah. And then we see that Mina Massoud, still just a normal guy, he's in New York, and he's got a little letter from Bruce Wayne. So he came all the way from D.C. to Gotham City, not New York, excuse me.
Yeah. Gotham, Chicago.
Yeah, Gotham, Chicago. He's headed to Wayne Enterprises. He gets there, and he explains that his mother disappeared when he was young, and he never knew his dad.
Oh,
But his
fucking
mother,
A.
before she disappeared, was like, "You are destined for greatness that you won't understand."
Okay.
But he's an orphan, just like every DC character, apparently.
Like
They're
Batman.
all orphans. He couldn't afford college, obviously. We live in a terrible country that doesn't let people go to college unless their parents are rich.
Thank God Bruce Wayne spent $10 trillion on a super prison and not this kid's college fund.
He's already feels bad about that, okay? You leave him alone. If you guys don't know,
How's Bruce feeling?
If you didn't watch my first
Yeah.
episode, Bruce made a super prison, didn't let anybody out of it, barely fed people, and then got caught for it, and then he stopped being the bat.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So I guess
He had
the
a pill addiction, too.
right now,
A big
yeah,
one.
that's what I was about to get into. Is Bruce Wayne still off the zoinkies? Is he hitting
No,
Xannies
see,
heavy?
well, Bruce Wayne helped save the world in the first Justice
Yeah.
League, so he's kind of like gotten a little bit of redemption. He's feeling better, but he's still like he's not the bad anymore. He hasn't put the suit on ever since he helped save. He was forced to come out. He did his thing, and now he's just fucked off.
Okay.
He's spending his money helping people. He's being as good of a billionaire as you can.
Did he spend a dime of it on rehab?
No.
Bruce Wayne's hitting the pills.
Yeah. But it's controlled now.
Okay.
He's a functioning alcoholic.
He's like-
Okay, blah, blah,
Alright.
blah, blah, blah. And then Batman is like, okay, well, what if I trained you to do good? What if I trained you to be better than I ever was? Oh, also his name's Damien.
Oh.
Yeah, the nerds are like, oh, I know who it is
Hold on.
now.
Who could this be?
Yes.
All right. It's no. I'm gonna let you keep going.
He's
with
gonna
it.
be Robin. That's what everybody at home doesn't know yet.
Spoiled
Anyways,
the movie.
he trains him up. Batman trains him. Batman never gets in the fights.
Mhm.
He just he perches, hides with him, and tells him what to do and how to solve crimes and all kinds of different stuff. And then eventually he's just staying back at headquarters and relaying stuff to him.
He's like Batman beyonding it. He's just chilling, fucking I'm broken. I need a
Yes,
robot suit.
He's the new Alfred. He's just staying at the house relaying info.
Where's
Or
Alfred?
the new Alfred's been big dead. Alfred sucks. No one cares
Oh
about
shit,
him.
my Alfred's dead too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might have to rewrite some stuff now that you know. Now that
We'll
you
see.
remembered that.
We'll see.
No one likes Alfred. Okay. Anyways, he's back at the house. Robin's still got no cool setup. He's just doing pretty much all of this just with his wits and with what Batman taught him. And then all of a sudden the Penguin shows up, and you're like, oh no, played by Danny DeVito.
Fuck yes, dude.
Because at this point, if anybody makes a movie involving the Penguin and it's not Danny DeVito, it's gonna be a garbage movie.
Does he have the scary claw hands?
It's even better because now we've improved so much in makeup design for movies.
Oh,
He's
God.
amazing.
I hope he runs for mayor in this movie.
Anyways, he fights the Penguin and he beats the shit out of him. He just wins. It's fucking amazing. There's so much going on. I didn't write the fight scenes.
I don't know if it's amazing to watch a grown man beat the shit out of a 2 foot tall penguin guy.
It's not a grown man. He's Aladdin. He's a pretty small dude, I think. Kind of a small person fight.
Just
Short
if
kings.
you beat the shit out of Danny DeVito, I'd be mad at you. That's not fair.
Okay. Then blah 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 blah. He wins the fight. Batman's like, I'm so fucking proud of you. Everybody's so happy, and he builds him the dopest Robin suit ever.
Fuck yeah.
It's like a Batman suit basically. It's so strong. He looks fucking ripped. He's shredded. Also, Mina Masood, I force him to just go on steroids and do the Chris Hemsworth workout. He's just one muscle the whole movie.
Oh shit.
He's just fucking shredded.
So is he like Hugh Jackman Wolverine? Does he look like bigger? Okay, so he's
not like Robin. He can't wear tights.
Jesus
if this guy wore tights, it would be an X-rated film.
He's wearing a fucking hoodie and baggy fucking blue.
It's
jeans.
just there's so many Rocky montages in this movie. He's just fucking shredded.
From the language you're using, I'm giving you the win here.
Like
This isn't even a competition.
Like I'm saying, his body will never be the same. This is gonna hurt him as a human, all for this one acting gig.
His next movie is gonna be about an athlete who was destroyed from performance-enhancing drugs.
He got so big he's gonna have saggy skin if he stops working out.
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
how bad it is. Okay. Anyways, blah blah blah, dope suit. But then it gets somber in post-credit scene, and Batman's looking at a file, and it shows that Damian's his son he never knew about.
Oh,
and he drags it over and deletes it.
Oh, so Damian's like fucking half Arab, half white.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the full-on like dream here right here.
That's true. Yeah,
Holy
you are
shit,
Robin.
This is the
basically.
best. Fuck every DC writer who gave Damian Wayne blue eyes. That made my night.
Okay, let's get into the bread and butter now. Or you got any more questions about Batman?
I don't know. I've got a few, I guess.
Hit me with it.
So so he fights the Penguin.
Yeah.
And then let's just run it back. So he fights the Penguin.
Yeah.
And then Batman builds him a suit. And now he's just still in Gotham, beating the shit out of criminals.
He's basically gonna replace the Bat.
Okay. All right.
He's not gonna be Batman. He is Robin.
Okay.
But like everything that Batman once did, he's doing, but he's not putting them in an illegal jail and keeping them there forever and
he's not
starving
snapping
them.
their spines and locking them in a closet.
Yes, exactly.
And last question: there's no one else in this movie, just Batman and Damian.
Yeah, this one brought back the darkness that the other two didn't. Because the Green Lantern, that was just fun, silly space adventures. Then you had the high school drama with Superman and Shazam, and now this is back being like, okay, get serious.
all the fucking Metacritic scores were like, where are the pills?
It got a 99 from critics and a 10 from audience this week. People fucking hated it. They were like, I took my kids to see this.
They were like,
and just this ripped Arab guy just beat the shit out of Danny DeVito for no reason.
Bro, you made
That's an 8-minute scene, by the way.
You made every conservative angry because Batman stops locking up criminals and he made an Arab the hero.
There seems to be an overarching fuck the cops in every one of these movies I've made so far from a year ago as well.
Oh, man.
Okay, I've only got 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, take your time. You got this.
Okay. Justice League 2024. It's impressive enough because 2 movies are coming out a year.
Ooh, that's true.
And
when does this one come out?
This one comes out in 2024.
Oh, my God. It's like concurrent.
Yeah.
Does it take place in 2024?
It takes place in 2024.
Oh, my God.
Because if you remember back in Justice League 1, 2022, that I get pitched a year ago, they're going to meet once a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, opening scene, it's 2023. Pops up at the exact right time. They're meeting, but this time only the Flash, the Flash, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg show up. Everyone else is gone. Batman's gone. Green Lantern's gone. And they're like, this is fucking bullshit.
Okay.
No one showed up. And they're just like, well, if there's a threat, I hope we get the help we need. Because the 3 of us sure as hell can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Green Lantern. He's the big guy. They're screwed. So you fast forward to the next thing, and then we cut to Flash. He's going around doing all over the U.S. He's just bouncing around, fucking saving the day. He's not just stuck in Circuit City, Radio Shack, whatever the hell he was.
Flash is going from fries to Best Buy to Best Buy.
Yes.
Circuit City.
And Wonder Woman's back on her island, and she's pleading for help. She's like, y'all stop hiding on your island. Humankind needs your help. And they're like, no, we protect our own. They're xenophobic assholes.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So, okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Then Cyborg's keeping up with things all over the internet and just being crazy smart, and he's telling Flash where to go.
Oh,
they're working as a team.
Oh, fuck yeah, he's just oracling it.
Yeah, it's just super cute. And Batman's doing the same thing with Robin.
Nice.
And then Shazam and Superman, they're just beating up bullies.
Yeah, dude, yes.
They're both at their respective high schools, and sometimes they team up and show up at the same high school, and just anybody that's being a dick, they just beat the shit out of them.
Is this like DC's instead of the PSA or Captain America's like bullying's bad? It's just Clark Kent and fucking Billy Batson beating the shit out of a bunch of fucking bullies.
But they're only beating up people that deserve it.
Hell yeah.
It teaches a good lesson. I like it. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, Cyborg and Batman's communication systems go down. They're on totally different parts of the planet. It's crazy. Wonder Woman's island barrier, the whole thing that protects all the
Black Panther shield?
Yeah, the Black Panther shield that's over Wonder Woman, it's down. The intercoms at the high school with Shazam and Superman, they're hacked. And then over the intercom, we just hear Brainiac's voice.
Oh, shit.
Played by Brad Pitt.
Perfect.
Yes, because I haven't seen Brad Pitt be evil.
I hate you, though.
I've seen him be my best friend in a movie, but I need to see him evil now.
So why is... Okay, keep going.
Blah, blah, blah. He's all like, the planet is too primitive. I need to learn more. And to learn more, I must make humankind smarter.
And he's over the intercom at the high school?
Yeah, he's announcing his plans like all evil guys
He's
do.
like, and then lunch is canceled today.
Exactly. And it's revealed, it pans out, you see him where he's saying all this, and he's teamed up with Gorilla Grodd, other smart gorilla monkey guy, and they've already taken mind control of Cheetah, played by Rashida Jones,
Man
and
after my own heart.
Toyman, played by Nicolas Cage, because he is the only person I know that is crazy enough to play that character.
The bad guy who makes toys.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, okay.
And then Gorilla Grodd, he is played by, because this is all the way in 2024, we get 4 years to come up with the technology, Harambe. They just take a bunch of different pictures and videos of Harambe, and they digitize him and make him Harambe the gorilla. But he's Gorilla Grodd.
You just, bro, that's got to be part of the marketing, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking sell out millennial tickets, dude.
People forget too quickly.
Yeah,
Can't
dude.
forget about Harambe. Okay. Villains are going around the world. They're taking control of people in different cities.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't control the whole world at once because, like, radios and stuff. You know how it is? It'd be a really bad movie if they just took control of everybody at once. But whenever Cyborg tries to help out, and he like uses his computer parts, immediately fucked because Brainiac has control over like all of that.
Oh, so he's like, okay.
So Cyborg becomes this really like sage character where he's been building since the first Justice League, and he turns off all the computer parts.
Oh Jesus!
And they weigh like hundreds of pounds, so he's just stuck, like in a chair. But he's still so smart, he's able to help the team out.
He can't like fling himself around.
I mean, it's only the human parts that work at all. So you just be like, dragging one leg and one arm around.
Bro, those human parts are attached to a student athlete.
Oh, I forgot. Yes,
He's fucking got this,
play
bro.
Basketball and study.
QB at Gotham High.
He didn't play football. I remember that from Ireland. I turned him into a basketball player.
Oh,
it's cooler. Then he's not injured.
That is cool.
Then he doesn't get concussions because he's so smart. He can't get a concussion.
Huh.
Yeah.
Still a student athlete.
Yes, still a student athlete. Anyways, they're going around, bum, 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 bum. The team meets up. Now it's Robin. Batman doesn't show up.
Okay.
Robin, Wonder Woman, Flash, Shazam, Superman, Cyborg.
Okay.
It's everybody except for Green Lantern and Batman. And they're all meeting up. They're kind of meeting for the first time. There's so many funny, shitty superhero jokes that I don't have to write because
it's like everyone's a fucking different age.
Yeah,
it's like two teenagers.
Generational.
Yeah.
16. Robin's like 26, 28.
Yeah.
Cyborg and Wonder Woman
45.
Fuck it. They're all around. Flash is like 30 something. It's. I feel like that would make a more interesting superhero movie just in general.
Yeah. No one gets each other's fucking jokes.
Put the Teen Titans and the Justice League together. That's what I've done. Okay. Bum 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 bum. So they're like, you know how we could win? We got to turn Brainiac and Gorilla Grodd against each other because they both think they're so damn smart. And Brainiac is way smarter. I looked up his levels on some nerd website, and they were like, he's the fucking brainiest.
He checked his Injustice 2 fighter score.
Yeah, whatever that stuff. Blah, blah, blah. They get in there, bum, bum, bum. It works. They finally get him, except that Brainiac kind of breaks away, and then Robin's chasing him. and we're so on Robin's team because he's just shredded, and we just watched him in the Batman movie. And then Brainiac uses civilians against him, a bunch of armed civilians.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he's controlling their minds. They're not normally like this. And they're about to shoot Robin. Just about to do it. And we're like, oh, my God, you can't kill. He's the newest character. He's brand spanking new. Then out of nowhere, Bruce Wayne, wearing nothing but a couple little gadgets and the cape. But the rest is it's the Bruce Wayne suit, the black suit with the black tie, jumps in front of the bullet.
No.
Takes it. He's down and out. We know it's over. And he tells Robin that he's his dad and that he's proud of him. And you're just like, oh. So amazing.
And so Jesse's amazing. Like, cue the credits to Logan 2.
No, yeah. and every other.
every other.
Then they get Brainiac, and they catch the Gorilla Grodd and Cheetah and the rest. Cheetah didn't even do anything wrong. She just got brain hacked. But
poor
they
bastard.
throw them all back in jail again where they belong.
I'm inclined to agree.
And then the last scene is Oh, God, I went over it. The last scene is the funeral for Batman. And Flash and Robin there are just distraught. Because if you remember, Batman taught Flash a lot of what he knows as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Flash kind of went to Batman and was like, you're a fucking idiot. You're doing everything wrong, and I caught you. So, like, they're both sad. Wonder Woman and Cyborg are sad, but they're, like, parent sad. Yeah. Like, this guy was a fucking pill-popping piece of shit that probably beat Robin. Like
we're not gonna cry. Yeah, we're gonna acknowledge your emotions, but
we're gonna be somber.
Yeah.
Shazam and Superman are just kind of there. They're like, I don't even know that dude. They're like, he was really old though.
It's like an AP teacher at the high school died, and they're like, fuck, that blows.
That's really bad. Then the camera pans a little bit more. Guess who's there? Green Lantern and his whole team. And Cyborg looks at him and he just goes, nice of you to show up. And they're like, you're the reason Batman's dead. You should have been here earlier, you big strong idiot.
just cuts Damian Wayne's pulling out a Glock.
Okay. It turns out, and then they read the will, Bruce left a bunch of money to the Justice League, which everyone expected. That's normal. But he also turned the maximum security prison inside the Batcave that destroyed his reputation and made him start popping pills. He turned it in to the new Justice League headquarters with the command center and all that, just all this cool stuff that they need to keep the world safe.
Fucking badass.
And his redemption arc's complete. And everyone just sheds a tear, and they're like, he's gone, but what a fucking ending. Damn. What a great guy. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Then after the credits roll.
Uh-huh.
And then there's an 18-year-old Lex Luthor, same age as Shazam and Superman.
Fucking love it.
And he's just watching Gorilla Grodd and Brainiac on the news and taking notes down. And fades to black. Gone.
Is there another press credit? Or is that it?
That's it. That's the whole thing.
Beautiful. I would just like to say one thing. You're a piece of fucking shit.
Why?
Because in the end of my Justice League movie, I kill Batman. Yeah. In the first one that I have Robin take over, and you were like, wow, Batman dies? Fuck you.
I want it on record that was a year ago, and I didn't re-listen to yours. So it's not stolen. It just it was creatively adapted.
I like it.
Thank you.
Concepts.
Thank you.
I
DC,
like
give me writing credits, give me money, give me creative control, and I'll make you $1 billion.
My favorite character is Shazam when he gets like into a big guy, big strong guy.
Because that's played by you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Makes sense.
Now, love yours, but let's get into mine.
Okay. Now, let's get into Ramsey's.
So as you so lovingly put, I am a giant piece of shit, and I don't prepare for anything.
Yes.
Now, I didn't write a word down, but what I did do is I went outside WB Studios, and I took this script out. Now, I'm not going to show you because I don't need to prove anything, but on top of this script, it says written by Martin Scorsese.
Yes, and then thrown in the trash because it's a bad script.
Now,
right?
I sent Martin Scorsese Justice League Part 1, and this is his sequel to it. Are you ready to get into it?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Get into the mind of the greatest writer/director ever known?
Okay.
Now, let's talk about where we were at the end of my last Justice League.
Ramsey, are you the greatest writer-director ever known? Or Martin?
I am Martin.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's the deal.
You are looking really good for your age. Just
you.
Impeccable.
I got
Last time I saw you on TV, you looked kind of like a fucking ghoul.
Hollywood makeup, baby. All right, let's get into it. So at the end of Justice League, the first one, Batman's dead. It's over. He's gone.
Okay.
Right now, the Justice League has stopped Lex Luthor's plan.
Dun, dun, dun.
But currently, they are completely scattered because they're all fucking reeling over the death of Batman. But currently, Dick Grayson and Wonder Woman are kind of like scrounging, trying to rebuild credibility.
Dick Grayson is Robin, correct?
Yeah, he's currently the new Batman.
Trying to help out the not super nerds like this one.
Well, and so right now what they did was that Wonder Woman had a thing of files that she got from Bruce, from Batman, and she released it to the public, which is a whole fucking dossier and a bunch of shit that Lex did, but it's nothing enough to convict him.
So this is just fuck Lex.
Yeah, now the credibility of the Justice League is in question, but also the accuser of the Justice League is in question. So we're on even ground. And
so Lex is making the Justice League look bad. Justice League is making Lex look bad.
Yeah. So now the Justice League are in a spot to make civilians be on their side. And what happened to Lex Luthor was that he was put in a lesser important position. He was previously Secretary of Defense. Now he's in a different position. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Okay. He's Minority Whip.
Now for all the politics people. Anyway, let's get into the beginning of this movie. Big fucking space battle. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, is in the middle of a fucking giant battle.
That's how mine started.
Yeah, no shit. Now,
this is one movie, by the way.
This is all one movie. I did not make 4 movies because fuck a universe. Let's see.
That's what DC's been saying for decades.
And we're going to keep going on it. He's in a giant battle in the middle of all these mindless fucking monsters with pink glowing eyes and little green accents. They're all glowing green with pink eyes. Ooh. And Hal Jordan and 2 other Green Lanterns are sieging this giant ship. Now they break through and they bust into this fucking ship. And they all get to the control room and he sees the current course of the ship. And all he sees is Kryptonian location, Earth.
Oh, shit. That's where we are.
Yup. And then Brainiac pops up behind him, and he kills one of the fucking lanterns with his tentacles and rips his heart out.
Oh, God.
And then the other lantern creates a shield between them and Brainiac, and he goes, Hal, go save your home. I got this. And then Hal goes, Sinestro, no. And then Hal screams, and then Sinestro grabs him and throws him out into the fucking vacuum of space. From there, Hal Jordan looks at what's happening in the battlefield, and he sees the fucking giant planet they were trying to defend. Half it's just fucking glassed. Completely destroyed.
Damn.
The giant ship
terraformed.
Terraformed. Completely. The giant ship is completely fucking all the defenses. Now, Hal Jordan decides to return to Earth, and he crashes at the Ferris Air Force Base, where he used to be a pilot.
Oh.
And he goes, this is former alien pilot Hal Jordan. There's an imminent alien threat coming. Prepare all defenses. And he crash lands there, and a high-ranking Air Force lady, Carol Ferris, who is Hal's ex-girlfriend, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. Everybody knows about Carol Ferris.
Yeah, dude.
From the comics, she's Hal Jordan's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, she's a fighter pilot.
Before he leaves Earth.
In the Ryan Reynolds movie, she's Blake Lively.
Oh, okay.
That's good enough.
Okay.
So
he calls Blake Lively, and she's like, let me update everyone on Instagram.
Naturally, Air Force lady calls the White House and is like, get the president on the fucking phone. And after hearing his testimony, the president refers to the president, by the way, played by the Kim from Better Call Saul, the blonde lady, saw her acting.
The one that dates Saul?
Yeah, saw her acting earlier today. One of the best fucking actresses on TV. Blew my mind.
She is an intense lady. I could see her being president. She would be very scary.
I fucking wish I wrote her more in this movie. Got to be honest with you. So what she does, she contacts head of the fucking Space Force, Lex Luthor.
The Netflix show Space Force?
Oh no, the real Space Force.
Lex Luthor. You're talking about that joke. Okay.
Yeah, this is a parody of real life, Jesse. Now, Luthor knows what's going down. He knows, fuck, this is bigger than me, and I know just who to call. Lex Luthor contacts the Justice League.
But he hates the Justice League.
He does hate the Justice League, but he also hates not having an Earth.
Now,
we get all
away
from all... Yeah, exactly. We get away from all this commotion, and it cuts to this fucking island, and there's a torrential fucking downpour. And there's this lanky-looking dude who's running around the island. He's shooting fucking rabbits with bows and cutting them up and skinning them, and then he's living in this gross little hut. And it's Oliver Queen. He's ragged and fucking.
The Green Arrow.
He got his ass beat by Deathstroke again, and he's in pieces. His life sucks. He's dealing with the death of Bruce Wayne, and then he goes in his little hut, and we see a giant fucking sick ass jet hovering over the island, and a dark figure fucking glides down.
And it's Darth Maul.
Oh, dude! Oh, don't fucking tempt me. I'll make up an entire story.
As opposed to Martin Scorsese's story.
Yeah. Anyway, so we see the figure laying outside the hut. Lightning flashes, and we get a glimpse of the new Batman, Dick Grayson. Why are you here, Dick? You can't hide forever, Ollie. I can't fail forever either. And
you got the superhero movie writing down.
Hey, I didn't write this. But essentially, Oliver just goes in and tells Dick, he's like, I can't go back. I'm tired of getting the shit beat out of me. Like, I can't handle this anymore. We lost Bruce.
He blames himself for Bruce's death.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't take down Deathstroke. Everything is fucked in his mind. He doesn't see his worth. And so Dick Grayson just kind of gets mad at him, and he says, okay, well, my dad died, and then all my friends left.
Damn.
And he's like, I'm on call 24/7, and also I run a multi-billion-dollar fucking company. And he says, you need to stop putting pressure on yourself from losing to one man. And then Dick Grayson pulls out a file, and he hands it to Deathstroke. And it is all of the shit that Deathstroke has had done to him. The super soldier serum, the tests they ran on him to see how strong he was. And he essentially is just like, you're insane to think. He's like, we're just men. He's this man he's more closer to Superman than he is to us. And then Oliver goes, Batman beat him. And then Dick pulls out another file, and he starts looking through it, and it is just Batman beat to fucking shit. It took him like
Slade as well.
Yes, and then he says this is after Batman's first encounter with Slade. Slade took Batman out for 6 fucking months. Eventually, Batman got him, but he's just like, let's see. It's a total gut check for Oliver. Oliver's fucking crying, and then Dick Grayson just like, I understand this doesn't take everything away. I'm not asking the Green Arrow to suit up and then be a hero and save the day. I'm just asking my friend to come home. And then Oliver is all fucking teary-eyed. So then it goes back to the...
they do the bro hug with the 2 pats.
Yeah, we also show male bonding in my movie.
Gotcha. But still, like, at length. Like, not like a real hug, just kind of like the ding-ding.
Oh, yeah, it's like we do when we hug before we kiss and go to sleep, where we're just like...
Yeah, just a little... Yeah.
So anyway, it goes back to the Batcave where or Wonder Woman is just like going through the Bat computer, poring over fucking files, trying to find shit on Luthor, and is she
pouring through like files from like boomers, or is she like using a computer?
Oh, dude, they're actual files. They're Alfred's files. Batman's been working since the 80s. If you think there's not fucking file cabinets in the Batcave, you're mistaken.
That's fair. What would Alfred be? Greatest generation. He's just...
Dude, Alfred's fucking dead.
Yeah, he doesn't have a phone.
Also, he's not even really in this movie. Thank God. Anyway, so she's like, Oliver's like, I know you had a part in getting me back here. And then they're all happy to see each other. And then Oliver's like, okay, well, what's next? And then Diana's like, well, Lex Luthor called us. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, they hate him.
Yep. And so then it cuts to Wayne Enterprises, like the R&D section. And the Flash is currently working his ass off, improving his powers. He's speed reading books. He's fucking doing tests, and Superman is there with him. And then they're all talking, and then he's like, "I'm so close, Clark. I'm this close to figuring out reality jumping," which essentially.
Are you about to do time travel?
No. Fuck time travel. That's never cool.
Because time travel ruins movies.
Yeah, it's way too powerful. So what Flash can do is he can
Endgame.
Poof from. Yes, he can poof from one place to another place because he runs into the Speed Force, and then it pops out.
So Jumper, the movie.
Yeah, sure, if you like movies from 2007 that no one remembers. He's Nightcrawler from X-Men. And anyway, he's talking through it with Clark, and then Clark is just like, that's fucking dope, but what are the drawbacks? And Flash is like, oh, the Speed Force is completely exhaustive. If I use it too much, I lose my powers and pass out, and I'm fucked.
Oh, Jesus.
And then, let's see... Grayson comes over the comms, and he's
so he
like,
can teleport, but then he's mad sleepy afterwards.
Yeah, essentially, it's like in fucking Ant-Man whenever he goes big, and he's like, oh, this will work for this scene.
Oh, so you got your own force.
Yeah,
you got a way to be like, in this scene he's allowed to do it, but normally, no.
Bro, I'm telling you, he does this piffing and poofing, and then all he needs is orange slices, and he's back.
Man, Martin Scorsese's a genius.
Dude, my favorite director.
You're pretty good at reading what he wrote.
Thank you. I wasn't practicing this last night. Let's see. So anyway, Grayson comes over the comms, and he's like, Lex Luthor called us. And then naturally they're like, oh, fuck. It cuts to Oliver Queen screaming, he wants our help. That piece of fucking shit killed Bruce. And he's like, I know. Dick Grayson's like, I know, but there's a bigger threat out there. We got to focus on what the objective at hand.
Jesus.
And then he's like, there's someone I want you to meet. and they turn around. There's a green glowing man with a big old fucking smirk on his face. Wow, a Justice League? I mean, that's pretty cool. It's Hal Jordan.
Green Lantern is fanboying.
Green Lantern is an unironic fan of the Justice League. Anyway, so this is what I call the exposition scene. Clark goes in a Superman way, goes, catch everyone up, Mr. Jordan. And then Hal essentially explains that Brainiac is this giant fucking force, and he's essentially just a plague on the universe. Yeah. He goes from planet to planet, just sucking out resources, and then taking people to add to his mindless army of drones.
So your Brainiac's just a little more powerful than mine.
Oh, yeah. He's just insane.
He's a world destroyer.
He is. He swallows up
some
worlds.
Dude.
He shares that when he was on Brainiac's ship, after he glassed the fucking planet, he saw 2 words, Kryptonian Earth. The League startled, and Superman sighs.
Oh.
Let's see.
Superman brought more trouble.
I know. From there, they go to the White House, and they meet with the president and Luthor. Now, this scene isn't completely down. Well, there's going to be some holes. Just
Martin messed this scene up.
Martin also had a pill addiction, like Bruce Wayne.
Did he also run a maximum security prison by himself?
Where do you think Leonardo DiCaprio's at right now? Anyway, so they go and they're all in the meeting, and then of course they go through it again, and Clark asks, okay, can I give myself up? And then Lex looks at him completely startled. And let's see. And then Hal speaks up and he goes, no, Brainiac's gonna terraform Earth anyways. It doesn't matter. He's like, he's here for you, but he's gonna get Earth no matter what. He's always gonna go for Earth no matter what. And Lex does notice Clark's willingness. Then suddenly a fucking armada of ships descend to the rendezvous, and Brainiac drones fucking swarm.
Wait. Is that scene as loud or louder than when you describing it?
It's an IMAX, baby. It all balances out.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
just ear piercing.
So there's a ton of ships coming down, and then there's one giant ship, which is obviously the fucking command ship. And
mothership is
anyway. Arrow,
locally called.
Arrow. It's not the mothership, fucker.
Oh.
Arrow and Flash, they start getting all the civilians out and getting him to safety, and then Superman is just like fighting through as many as he can, but they are swarming him. And then the rest of the league's
talking like 100,000, 1,000,000.
It depends what budget they give to Martin. But it's enough to where you're
408 million.
Yeah, it's the fucking. It's almost the population of the U.S.
Okay, dope.
Okay, but they're swarming Superman, and then this point where all the little ships are going around, and Oliver Queen goes, fuck it, and he hops up and he commandeers one of the small ships, and then he's just going and making passes on this big ass ship, and he's fucking hitting all his shots because he's Oliver goddamn Queen. He's a marksman, and this ship pops and it blows the fuck up.
It's like the Death Star.
Yes,
Where'd
exactly.
you get that idea from?
Huh?
Where'd you get that idea from?
Martin got it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so when that ship blows up, all the drones on the ground shut down.
Oh.
And then you hear over the comms, I can't fucking land this thing. And Superman flies up, yanks Oliver out, and saves his ass. And then on the ground, Dick Grayson looks at Oliver and he goes, congrats, Ollie, you saved the day. And Oliver, he perks up a little bit. He's like, all right, I'm back. And then Hal Jordan screams, it's a satellite. This is the first useful intel we've gotten in months.
Oh, that wasn't the big bad.
No, what he's learned now is that this ship is a satellite ship, and then if they can take out these big ships, all the drones on the ground are going to shut down.
Oh, because radios.
Yeah, fuck it.
Just like mine.
Yeah, Brainiac actually is CEO of Radio Shack.
Oh, that's why Flash was there in my movie then.
That's also why he's fucking evil. Let's see.
This is an anti-Radio Shack podcast now.
So Hal's like, yes, it's satellites, so thank God we have good intel. And then he goes, great flying, by the way, Robin Hood. And then it cuts to...
with the quips.
Yep. Look, this movie is well written. And so they're all deliberating, and they're like, okay, well, fuck, we know they're coming for Clark. They're going to go hard for him because they just saw how much they tried to fucking get him. And then they're like, all right, well, where are we going to bunker down? There's going to be one big fight. And Diana sighs as well, and she goes, fuck. Okay, well, I know a place.
Ooh.
The team goes with Themyscira, Wonder Woman's island. When they show up...
said that like anybody would be like, oh, well, of course.
Everyone's seen the fucking movies at this point. Wonder Woman...
the name Themyscira.
Shut the fuck up. You're disrespecting Martin right now. From there, they go and talk to Wonder Woman's mom, and Wonder Woman's mom is pissed. She's like, Diana, you were a giant fuck up. I cannot believe you brought. Not only did you bring outsiders, they're mostly men, and this is a woman-only island. You're fucking up hugely. And then Diana goes, Mom, fuck you, because Diana was in Vietnam. She wanted to see war so badly, and her mom sent her there to show her that war is not necessary. And Diana goes, no, I understand that war is not necessary here, but that man is coming to Earth. And you may think you're above the humans, but you're from Earth, and this is your war. Diana's mom, and then Diana's mom is just like, I hate my kid. And then they hug. And let's see. So the team's all sitting, and they're talking the night before, just like game plans and whatnot. And then they get a call from Lex Luthor, and he wants to talk to Superman specifically. And he tells him, he's like, okay, Superman, I know they're coming for you. Here's the deal. And I know they're coming for you. I know they're not going to stop even if they get you. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to send as much support as I possibly can to your location. And Superman's like, I can't tell you where we are because Themyscira needs to be a secret. And he goes, I don't care. I'm sure we'll see the ship. And then he goes, he calls him Mr. Kent. And then Superman goes, oh, fuck. And he's like, of course I know who you are. He's like, I didn't want the world to know that the walking super nuclear weapon that I was talking about was a farm boy from a small town in Kansas who writes to his mom twice a week. And Superman just like completely checked. He's like, we'll be in contact. And that shuts down. And then like there's like a day or whatever. Maybe there's some interactions. Who cares? This is just a treatment. And then Brainiac's fucking war fleet arrives.
It's so loud in the theater too.
And the Warfleet defends, and there is a huge battle. There are tons of satellite ships and one giant ship.
Ooh,
and there's also
double radio.
There's also a terraformer.
Oh, I picked up on that earlier.
And they cannot
glasses planets.
And they cannot get to it.
Oh.
So anyway, what happens?
It's so high up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, so it's on the ground. But the problem is that they can't get to it because their shields. There's a whole deal about it. Anyway. So they're saying, okay, we have to stop that terraformer, and they're all fighting. And Diana and Nightwing, or Diana and Batman, sorry, they're making sure to keep people off of Clark because Clark says, "I have an idea." And then he looks to Barry and he points to terraformer. He goes, "Are you ready to use your new trick?" And then Barry's like, "I'm gonna be completely cashed out while I'm there." And then Clark looks to Hal and he says, "You can guard people with your ring, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, but I can't see through walls." And he goes, "I can." So Barry fucking shoot. They give him an.
This is a combo. You about to tell us the whole combo?
Dude, yeah, it's insane. This is like the awesome Avengers power moment. Fuck stories. I write action pieces. Barry takes a fucking engine core from one of the ships, and then he fucking zaps up there. And then Clark is being like 2 degrees right, 2 degrees left, making sure he's covered the whole time. And
it's a
then
video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's the best Justice League level ever. And then he puts the core in and he ignites it, and then he's like, oh fuck, and a ton of the guards are coming at him. And then right before they get him, you see a little flash of lightning like come around Barry, and then poof, he's on the ground. But he's out.
Tucker.
He's just done. The
sleepy boy.
They grab and they dip the fuck out. From there, they let's see. Sorry, give me 1 second.
You're good, man. You got to take a breather after that combo.
Anyway,
you're like Flash after he uses his what'd you call it?
The reality jumping?
Yeah, reality jumping.
Hold on, the lightning's about to hit.
Okay.
Anyway, so Wonder Woman essentially looks around and she goes, I'm sick of this shit. I'm getting to that fucking command ship. And then Dick Grayson's like, all right, bring our green boys. And so she looks at Hal Jordan and goes, how many Themyscirans can you get me up there? And so they go up to the command ship, and then Dick Grayson and Superman are on the ground, and he grabs Superman. He's like, we're going back to the temple. We need to hunker down and see how long we can survive until they fucking take him down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, they get back to the temple, and Clark is just battered to fuck. He's tired as shit. He feels bad because he feels like this is also his fault. And then Dick Grayson stops, and he looks at me. He goes, I know this is hard. I know we're both fucking tired, but right now I need a Superman. And then Clark straightens up because he's Superman again, and he's like, your dad picked the right guy. It's a whole beautiful moment. And then anyway, it cuts back to the fucking them going up to there's a whole big fight scene. It's super cool with Dick and Clark, or Dick and Superman. So they go up to Brainiac's ship.
I assume you're not lying. It's a cool fight scene.
It's the sickest.
Okay.
I don't have time for 20 fight scenes. Just
dope.
7.
Just dummy dope.
They get back up to the ship, and holy shit. They get back up to the ship, and then Diana and Green Lantern is super pissed. And he's just fucking throwing people around. The Themyscirans are with him, and they get on the ship. And then Oliver Queen's doing cool shit. And then essentially they have the conversations with Brainiac, and they're just like, you spent so much time on offense, you didn't think about defense, bitch. And they get to him, and then give me 1 second. They all apprehend him. He tells them like, "Oh, I'm here for resources. I want the Kryptonian."
And they say, "Not so smart now, are you?"
No, but he says, "I'm on the ultimate hunt for knowledge." He's just like, "I will be the pinnacle of knowledge in the galaxy." And then with Diana Sorder's throw, Oliver goes, "Yeah, I bet you know not to fuck with us now." It's the only F-bomb in the movie.
Oh wow! I also read on Wikipedia that Brainiac's on the hunt for knowledge.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But essentially, they get to an impasse where he goes, "Okay, you got me, but if you kill me, my ship will ignite." And she's like, "We got your terraformer, you're fucked." She's like, "Okay, but the ship will ignite if you don't let me go."
Oh shit! And it'll blow up Earth, I assume.
Yeah, it'll like glass. It'll fucking destroy half the planet. Brainiac will be dead, but he'll take them down with him.
Damn.
Let's see. And then yeah, he keeps to his word. They say, "Okay, fuck off," and they all go back down to Earth, and then Brainiac fucks off.
Okay.
Let's see. Now down on the ground, all the drones are down. And these are all aliens who were taken over by Brainiac, but some of them are kicking. Some of these aliens are alive.
They're alive, but they're not controlled anymore.
They're not controlled anymore. They're like, "Where the fuck are we?" They're not talking. They're on the ground. But whatever. We'll get into that later.
They're still hurt.
Yeah. So what happens is that they pretty much wrap up and they go, "Holy shit, we did it!" Like they're
now.
Yeah, exactly. But they're tired as fuck. But they all look at each other, and the Justice League is back together. There's no more problems. And then the next day, Lex Luthor does a press conference where he tells the events exactly as they happen.
Oh.
He tells the people of Earth exactly what happened. He doesn't
not
fuck
a bad
around.
guy no more.
He's not being a piece of shit. He talks to Superman again. He explains to him that while he doesn't trust him at all, he can appreciate who he aligns himself with.
Okay. So he's like, "I like the Justice League, just not you."
Yeah. He's like, can't trust it. Now, the movie ends with the Justice League addressing the public. They say, "We are the defenders of Earth. We are going to do all we can. We will be there when we're needed." And then they reveal their newest addition to the league, Hal Jordan. And he's beaming because he's a big fucking fan.
Gotcha.
And
did all his friends dead? All the Order of the Green Lanterns, as I like to call them?
Yeah,
Order
but
of the Green
who
Rings?
fucking cares? He's got new friends, and
Okay.
they're also his heroes.
Gotcha, yeah.
I'm definitely not a stand-in for Hal Jordan. So anyway, the movie cuts to the credits, and then it plays the Justice League music from the cartoon.
Ah.
Now there's a post-credits scene.
Oh shit.
Argus has decided to come help and take a bunch of the aliens. Now this is much less. This is not we're experimenting on them. It almost looks like a refugee camp, but they are keeping them away from the public because it is scary and they have to deal with. There's a green, funky-looking alien who looks around, and he's like, "Well, fuck." And he sees a soldier with the name tag John. And then he fucking shapeshifts into that soldier. And he knocks him out and puts him in a broom closet, and then he goes off.
I'm nerdy enough to know who it is.
Yeah, it's Martian Manhunter. And then that's the end of the post-credit scene.
Bam.
There's another post-credit scene.
Oh, shit. That's all
Brainiac-
good movies.
Brainiac-
Should never end when you think they're going to end.
Not at all. Brainiac, beaten, battered, defeated, borderline humiliated. He's going to rebuild his army. And so what he does is he goes down to his super prison on his other command ship or whatever.
Gotcha.
And who do we see in that cell but Sinestro? And he says...
From earlier,
he said, "Would you like freedom?" And Sinestro looks up with glowing yellow eyes. And then,
Oh, you stole it. You stole it.
It's sick, dude. That is Martin Scorsese's Justice League, read by Ramsey Howard-Dyda, written by Ramsey Howard-Dyda.
Man, why did Martin throw that in the trash? That was beautiful.
Dude, it was a prank. It was me the whole time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Well, let's make a movie. Fuck
That
this
was
shit.
Martin Scorsese's level. Back to this. DC, I know you're watching. You were one of our first audience members. Mr. DC. Give us the fucking money.
Yeah, we'll
Give
do
us
it.
our bag.
We'll combine this genius
Yeah.
to make one
You
movie.
watch the Dale Durgan skit? We're ready to direct a
Oh my God.
$1 million movie.
Oh,
$1
man.
million. That's all we ask.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to make it at our house and just pocket it.
Yes.
So I guess that wraps Justice League Part 2.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I guess what do we got next week, Jesse?
Next week we have a variety hour.
Mm-hmm.
But just updates this month. There will be no
House
monthly
cleaning.
movie review. Yeah, house cleaning
Yep.
this month. No monthly movie review.
Mm-hmm.
Because we delayed stuff for the protests to
Yeah.
gain more attention away from our shitty jokes. now we're back.
Yeah.
And and there's also no movies being made, so it doesn't matter.
To make up for it, this Thursday we're releasing a Dale Durgan special.
Yep.
This is not a numbered episode, but it is a little special we wanted to put together for y'all.
Something to entertain you in these trying times.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Awesome. Thank you for watching. Oh, and thank you for whenever you came along, especially those that started at the beginning.
Yeah.
We had no idea what we were doing for a long while, and now we have like 10% of an idea of what we're doing.
Yeah. And sunk cost.
Yeah, we got a set. Now we can't stop.
No, but thank you for listening.